I've spent more than a decade of my life deeply immersed in the world of finance and money. That journey started with a formal degree in finance, continued with a professional qualification in accounting, and eventually turned into a career in investment banking. Over the years, I've worked with numbers every single day, analyzed financial statements, evaluated risks, and watched how money flows at both an institutional level and a personal level. But despite all of that education and experience, the most valuable and life-changing skill I learned wasn't how to value a company or structure a deal. It was learning how to manage my own personal finances. Even more importantly, it was learning how to recognize my own bad money habits, understand why they existed, and then consciously work to break free from them. And that's exactly what this video is about. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 9 of the most common bad money habits that quietly hold people back financially. These habits don't usually destroy lives overnight. Instead, they slowly drain progress, delay freedom, and keep people stuck far below their true potential. Along with each habit, I'll also share practical ways to break out of it. Let's start with the first and arguably the most important bad money habit. The first bad money habit is paying yourself last. I first came across this concept in the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it completely reframed the way I thought about money. The core idea is simple but incredibly powerful. The way people handle their paycheck can generally be divided into 2 patterns. The first pattern is what most people follow, and it's often described as the poor mindset, even though it applies to people at all income levels. In this approach, as soon as your paycheck comes in, you immediately start paying everyone else. You pay rent or your mortgage. You pay your phone bill. You pay subscriptions, insurance, groceries, social plans, entertainment, and lifestyle expenses. And only after all of that is done do you look at what's left and decide whether you can save something. In many cases, there's nothing left at all. The second pattern is the complete opposite, and this is the habit commonly practiced by financially successful people. They pay themselves first. The moment the paycheck hits their account, they immediately take a portion, at least 10%, and move it into savings or investments. That transfer is treated like a non-negotiable bill. It's not optional. It's not based on how much money feels comfortable that month. It happens automatically. This one habit alone can completely transform your financial future. Paying yourself first forces discipline. It ensures that you are prioritizing your future before lifestyle expenses. Over time, this creates momentum, confidence, and a growing financial buffer that gives you options. The second bad money habit is getting comfortable with bad debt. Debt has become so normalized in modern society that people barely question it anymore. People use debt to buy clothes, gifts, electronics, furniture, and even small everyday items. Credit cards make it feel painless, but that convenience comes at a cost. I personally follow a very strict rule. If I can't afford to pay for something outright in cash, then I shouldn't be buying it with debt. This rule immediately filters out impulsive purchases and forces intentional spending. Credit card companies want people to misuse debt. That's how they make money. With average credit card interest rates around 22%, any rewards, points, or cashback benefits are completely wiped out if balances aren't paid in full. Debt should be used strategically, not emotionally. When debt is used to fund lifestyle rather than growth, it quietly becomes a financial trap. This leads directly into the third bad money habit, which is not building a proper financial buffer. Many people jump straight from earning money to spending money without ever creating a safety net. A solid financial buffer, typically around 6 months of living expenses, protects you from emergencies, job loss, unexpected bills, and emotional financial decisions. This buffer is built through paying yourself first. That 10% you set aside every month compounds into peace of mind. Once that stockpile exists, your relationship with money changes. You're no longer forced to rely on debt or panic when life throws something unexpected your way. Only after this buffer is in place should you seriously start directing money toward long-term investing. The fourth bad money habit is not knowing your income or expenses properly. This is far more common than most people realize. Many people have a rough idea of how much they earn, but very little clarity around where their money actually goes. Without that clarity, it's impossible to improve. There's a concept called lifestyle inflation, where spending rises as income rises. You earn more money, so you upgrade your house. Then you upgrade your car. Then your habits, expectations, and expenses increase. The problem is that your financial position doesn't improve, even though your income does. People who build wealth know their numbers. They know exactly how much they earn, how much they spend, what they own, and what they owe. They track assets and liabilities. They set clear financial goals and understand the steps required to reach them. In contrast, many people fantasize about wealth without having any system to achieve it. Simply writing your finances down and seeing them clearly often creates the motivation needed to change behavior. The fifth bad money habit is having expensive hobbies and uncontrolled lifestyle spending. There's nothing wrong with enjoying life, but problems arise when enjoyment consistently comes at the expense of your future. Shopping, dining out, upgrading gadgets, and lifestyle experiences add up quickly. To improve your financial situation, you have to primary levers. You can save more of your existing income, or you can increase how much you earn by creating new income streams. The most effective approach is combining both. You can't build wealth if you earn more but spend it all, and you also can't rely solely on saving because there's a natural limit to how much you can cut back. Saving has a ceiling. Earning does not. That's why wealthy individuals focus heavily on increasing income through investing, businesses, promotions, or side hustles while still maintaining control over spending. The sixth bad money habit is believing that saving alone will make you wealthy. Saving is essential, but it's not sufficient. Cashback apps, discounts, and budgeting tools are helpful, but they only take you so far. True wealth is built when savings are combined with growth. That growth comes from investing and increasing earning power. Once you understand that making money has unlimited upside, your mindset shifts. You stop obsessing over small savings and start focusing on scalable opportunities. The seventh bad money habit is paying too much in taxes. Over a lifetime, taxes will likely be your largest expense. While everyone must pay taxes, financially educated people understand how to minimize them legally. They use tax-advantaged accounts, business structures, and professional advice to reduce their tax burden. Understanding tax rules isn't about avoiding responsibility, it's about efficiency. When you reduce unnecessary taxes legally, you free up capital that can be invested, donated, or reinvested in areas that align with your values. Even if you prefer paying higher taxes, knowledge gives you choice, and choice is power. The eighth bad money habit is waiting too long to invest. Once you've built your savings buffer, investing should be the next step. Investing allows your money to work for you instead of sitting idle. Inflation silently erodes cash every year, meaning that money left in a bank account loses purchasing power over time. Diversification is key. Holding a mix of safer investments and higher risk opportunities allows you to weather different economic cycles. The biggest mistake people make is waiting for the perfect time. There will always be excuses: lack of time, lack of confidence, fear of loss, but the longer you delay, the harder you'll have to work later to achieve the same outcome. The ninth and final bad money habit is not letting time work in your favor. Time is the most powerful factor in wealth creation. The earlier you build good habits, the less effort is required later. Compound growth rewards consistency, patience, and discipline. Every year you delay building good financial habits increases the pressure on your future self. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Small, consistent improvements compound into massive results over time.
If you found this video valuable, you'll also enjoy the other videos I've linked on building wealth and making money work for you. Your financial future isn't determined by how much you earn, it's determined by the habits you build and the decisions you repeat every